What is going on, guys? It's the Min-Maxer here, making a new channel. And with this channel, I will do the D&D wiki, the homebrew page, and reviewing the Dominion Overlord 5e class because I made it, and then I got some bad feedback about balance, grammar. That was a long time ago. It used to be way more broken than what it is now. Just waiting for an admin to approve to make it an official. Well, official, unofficial 5e class. Anyway, so what's a Dominion Overlord? 3 simple things. Dominion over all things, hater of gods, and really big kingdom because he likes dominion over all things. That's why. This is the quote I came up with. It says, "What is a god? A title given to self-privileged beings." And that was said by Infernal Akhmim Kannan as he introduces himself as the Dominion Overlord. And that's pretty cool. Put that up there. Because he's like this really cool guy. I would say cool guy. He's this really tough guy who wants to get paid, who wants to stop the gods from being gods, basically. Because he believes that his power is way stronger. I just got a Wi-Fi connection out of nowhere. How about that? Anyway, the story goes, while the gods sit on their thrones of power that they did not earn, you instead focus on earning your power because being a god is nothing more than a title. A title given, that should be given, see what I said about grammar? A title given to self-privileged deities who did absolutely nothing to end the suffering and strife of their so-called worshippers. So, what makes them special? Is it their status or the power that they claim to have but never truly use? They have mortals worship them on their knees and pray that we serve them. For what? So we can continue with our lives of poverty, strife, and war? They don't care. All they want is worship in the highest degree. So I decided to take the lands that they claim to have created, and if they are strong, they can try and stop me. In bold end caps. Because you're that strong. You can do that stuff. Anyway, a Dominion Overlord is someone who wants nothing more than to reach a power higher than the gods. You are the person who always dreamed to be, the tough guy with limits that need to be surpassed and always working to be stronger than anything ever before. The one who can look in a dragon in the eye and say, "I'm stronger than you," wants to claim dominion over all kingdoms, people even seize or die trying. Now, creating the Dominion Overlord. So, a Dominion Overlord is a person who wants dominion over all things, hence the name Dominion Overlord, and has an undying hatred for the gods. Dominion Overlords are rare to find in the world because most never had the hatred required to become one. The Dominion Overlord is someone who has gathered enough hate to cause themselves to implode, not explode or implode. But with enough hatred towards something, it can manifest the hate. It manifests itself into a gauntlet, which has stored loads of hate, and it just waiting to be unleashed. When making a Dominion Overlord, ask yourself, why have I chosen this path? Did you have an internal rage for the gods, or did you get tired of being poor and wanted to do nothing more but to take lands as your own? And how did what drove you? Yeah, bad grammar all around. How did what drove you to have this hatred, or what drove you? Yeah, what drove you to have this hatred? Was it jealousy or something more? Or did something happen in your life and you blame the world and the gods for what had happened, and must now take revenge on everything? Are you like the first Dominion Overlord, which is Akhmim Kannan? He's in a campaign setting that I'm currently building. And do you want to carry out his legacy of destroying the gods, or maybe you want to take his power as your own? And this is Akhmim Kannan. I just found this off the internet. It just says, "My power is feared by all men, giants, beasts, even gods." I chose that picture because it looks totally cool. Got a big sword right there. Looks like a smaller sword in the back. Really cool armor. So magical. Anyway, moving on. The quick build. You can make a Dominion Overlord quickly by following these suggestions. First, strength should be your highest ability score, because why not? Followed by charisma. Second, choose the Dark Lord background. The Dark Lord background is a really good background for this character. I mean, it just, when I first saw it, I'm all like, whoa, this background's totally legit. Anyway, class features. So, yeah, you got a D12 in your hit die. And you're proficient with all armor, which is pretty neat. So you got a D12 and armor. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Simple and martial melee weapons. So if it has to do with melee, you're like a beast in that. We can have great axes, great hammers. Is a great hammer even a thing? I don't know. War hammers, I mean. And like everything that's melee, you're good in. Tools, none, because I didn't think of any. I was lazy. Saving throws, strength and charisma, pretty obvious. Then you choose 2 from Deception, Insight, Intimidation, Perception, Athletics, and Religion. Now, if I was making a character, the Dominion Overlord, what would I choose for my skills? I would choose Intimidation right off the bat, because you're a Dominion Overlord. You look menacing, and you want to just get your way with threats. No, I wouldn't say threats, but yeah, threats, but you can back it up with the strength because you're the Dominion Overlord. Athletics or religion. Now, if you choose athletics, yeah, strength is your primary, and you can do a lot more things with athletics than you can with religion. I think. I don't know. But religion, because if you want to kill gods, you want to know how they work and what gets them angry to fight them. I wouldn't say at first level, maybe at let's see, 15th level you get your first god fight, but then 20th level you like kill your first god, depending on your DM. Anyway, so yeah, with religion you know how they work and what their weaknesses are and everything. You know a lot about their faith. You can even turn their worshippers against them. That might make them weak. I don't know. Think of something. Now, equipment. Now, like I said, if I was making a Dominion Overlord, I would... Oh, Clash Royale. Enough. If I was making Dominion Overlord, I would go with a long sword... No, what? A long sword and shield, battle axe with a shield, or a warhammer. That's a good question. I would have to say... maybe a warhammer. Yeah, a warhammer with a shield. So in this build, your first weapon, you're basically getting a shield no matter what. So, pretty cool. I'm going to go warhammer and shield because there's a good chance. Like, my DM always likes to just throw skeletons at us because they're really easy to kill, especially if you have bludgeoning because they're vulnerable to that. So yeah, I would choose warhammer if your DM is like mine, throwing skeletons everywhere you can. So you can kill them really easily, get a lot of XP really quickly and stuff. And for my second equipment piece, I guess, 1 martial melee weapon, so any 1 martial melee weapon, or 2 simple weapons. So I would choose the spear, but I'm gonna go with the great axe because I really love it. There's this one time I got 3 natural 20s. Oh, I gotta go. And we're back. Now, where did I leave off? Yeah, martial melee weapon. Maybe great axe. Great axe, yeah. Sorry about that. That was my sister being annoying. So yeah, I might go with chainmail, a gauntlet and whip, which should be just a gauntlet, and a Dungeoneer's pack. I'm using the starting wealth. That's 5d4 times 10 in funds. Pretty cool. And the features. These are some pretty neat features, if I do say so myself. They were like completely broken when this class was first made, but they've been balanced out a little bit. I mean, you had this thing called the balance breaker, which literally broke balance. You had like a +5 to your AC, +5 to attack rolls and damage rolls. Your speed was doubled for like a whole minute. And at 20th level, you can like be in that kind of form forever if you wanted to. It did cost 8 points, but not anymore, and I guess that was too broken, and I have to agree, it really was. What's next? So yeah, the first feature you get is hate points, much like the monk's key points, but it has its own little thing. So yeah, first level, the gauntlet on your arm has stored all your hate for you. You have hate points equal to what level you are on the table above. There are also some DC saves in this class, in which your save is 8 plus your proficiency plus your charisma modifier. You regain spent hate points when you finish a short or long rest. It's as simple as that. You get 3 hate points at first level, and pretty cool. Gauntlet. At first level, you have a blackish gauntlet on your right arm with a colored orb in the middle. This is the symbol of your power and the cage for all the hate. It talks to you, always yearning to be let free. You can also attack with your gauntlet when you're wielding a 1 or 2-handed weapon. So you can't attack if you're using a shield, basically. The damage is on the gauntlet table. Damage on the table above. You're proficient with your gauntlet. So yeah, your gauntlet does 1d4 at first level. 20th level does 1d12. Because hate makes you strong. You also get the 3 sub features, which are really cool. You get grapple throw. When you attack with your gauntlet, you can spend 1 hate point to attempt to grapple a medium or smaller creature. If you are successful, you can throw it 15 feet away. If it hits a solid thing like a wall or a chariot, the creature takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage. Now, I think that's pretty cool. It's like just, you hit someone, you make a grapple check, you throw them, cause you hate them. Retaliate. When you hit with a melee attack, you can spend 1 hate point to make an attack. When hit with a melee attack, you can spend 1 hate point to make an attack on an enemy using a reaction. So use your reaction to make an attack. It's pretty cool, because hence the name Retaliate. Powerful. As a bonus action, and 1 hate point, you gain a boost in power as hate rushes through your veins. For 1 minute, your count is a size larger for the purpose of lifting, carrying, and dragging. You also gain advantage on strength saving throws and ability checks. Pretty sweet. Now there's You're Too Weak. You're Too Weak. I didn't really know what a good name for this feature would be, so I just started went with You're Too Weak. Basically, you reduce damage taken. So it says starting at first level, you can spend 1 hate point to reduce any melee damage done to you by 1d10 plus your Constitution modifier as a reaction. At 11th level, the damage you can reduce damage increases to do so. Yeah, for 11th level, the damage you can reduce is 2d10 plus your Constitution modifier. This feature does not work if you cannot see the attacker, are surprised, or unconscious. You can use this feature at number of types equal to your Constitution modifier, so max of 5, minimum 1. You can add additional hate points to reduce the damage taken by 1. So at first level, you can reduce all damage taken to you by 3d10 plus whatever your Constitution modifier is. I don't know. So, which is pretty cool. It doesn't become broken until like 20th level when you're fighting a freaking Tesseract and it hits you, and then you're like, you're too weak, and then it's all like you take no damage because it's too weak. Yeah. Moving on. Hate Burst. At second level, as an action and 1 hate point, all creatures within 10 feet of you must exceed a strength saving throw. Oh, that should be say, or not of, or take 1d6 force damage and be pushed back 5 feet. A successful save, creatures are not pushed back and take half damage. You can spend additional hate points to increase the damage by 1d6 for every point beyond the first. So max of what? 20, minimum 1, max of like 25. So that's 25d6 on everyone in 10 feet of you. Pretty cool. But I'm not done yet. You can spend additional hate points to increase. Yeah. Also, creatures within 5 feet of you, in front of you, can use their reaction to make one melee attack against you. And if they hit you, you add an extra d6 of damage. So it's kind of like when you get hit, you get angrier, and you hate them more, and you do more damage. So yeah. Then you at 3rd level, you get your domination path. Will I go over these in this video? I'll go over one. Maybe a different video. I might go over a different one. So yeah. Ability score increase. Yeah, 4th level. Nothing too good. Nothing too good. You know. Get the +2. Wait, what? When you reach 4th and again at 8th, 12th, 16th, 19th, you can increase one ability score of your choice by 4. What the heck? Okay, I did not write this. This was not me. This was not me. That was somebody else. I should say on D&D Wiki, anything can be edited if it's not protected. So this kind of stuff, these minor things can happen. I mean, my bad. Stop it. A +4 in one of your scores at 4th level. Can you imagine? So yeah, that should be a +2 and then a plus and 2 scores and then 1 score. But someone jacked that up. So moving on. At 5th level, you get extra attack. Nothing too special. Almost every melee person gets extra attack. Then here comes the really good stuff, the really good features. I mean, 1st through 5th level was pretty fun and everything, but this is where it actually gets really, really cool. At 7th level, your aura has become so strong that creatures have a hard time hitting you. As an action, you can spend 5 hit points and have an aura that lasts for 1 minute. The aura has a length of 10 feet, and all ranged attacks are made within or that go in it have a disadvantage, and creatures who enter the aura must make a strength saving throw or be pushed out. You can only use this ability 2 times between rests. So you get an aura, which is pretty cool, and it lasts for a minute as an action, 5 hit points. Pretty cool. And ranged attacks that are going to hit you actually have disadvantage now. So say there was that sneaky rogue who wanted to poison you, it's like the arrow is being pushed out, and that's pretty cool to like envision. And then anyone inside the aura must make a strength saving throw or get pushed out, so they get pushed back 10 feet. Pretty cool. Oh, I'm running out of space. Let's finish this up. Carnage. You have better control over your hate and anger, allowing you to increase damage of your attacks for melee weapons. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 hate point and deal an extra 1d4 force damage to your attacks. You can spend additional hate points, max of 3, to deal extra dice. And 11th level, the damage die becomes 6, and the max is now 5. I will be right back and kind of clear up some space to get us some more time. So yeah. And we are back. As you can see, the storage space running out icon is no longer there. I did some digging. Turns out I have a lot of more videos. I've actually recorded the same exact video so many times over because of interruptions and stuff. And today I'm just saying, just go with it. Who cares anymore, right? Oh yeah, so we went over Carnage very fast. Basically, when you have enough control over something, you can deal more damage with it. Say if you had like a lot of power in your fists, right? You can punch harder and stuff without just going all willy-nilly. Whoa, what was that? That was not me. So yeah, now here's where the Dominion part starts to come in. Put that in quotes. At 9th level, the path of hate and domination has led you to take control of the feeble and weak creatures of the land, allowing them to work for you. So they're so scared of you that they don't want to hurt you, I guess. Think of it kind of like your mom when she gets angry. When she tells you to do something, you just do it. No talk back. You just do it. Especially when she starts counting. So it's like, so that's basically what you're doing right now. You're being everyone's mom or their dad. As an action, 3 hit points. You touch a creature whose CR is no higher than half your hit dice, so a 6, and half your charisma, which should be probably a +3 right now, if you're good. So let's say if we are going a +3 in charisma, or maybe if we're a +4, that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So anything with a CR 10, which is actually pretty high, I can see why Dominion over the week is really strong. But it is 9th level. So, but good luck finding someone with a CR of 10 that you can actually fight at 9th level. Good luck with that. The creature must make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 12 hours. After which, making another saving throw. But undead are permanently charmed by you, and you deal a d6 of additional damage to creatures with a d6 hit die or lower. Wizards. It's basically wizards. Wizards and other spellcasters. You kill them easily. So yeah, I wouldn't say broken, but pretty powerful. Maybe to balance it out might enhance the hate points. Like make it like what? Maybe 5 hate points, maybe 6 hate points, 8 hate points, maybe up the hate points on it, Dragon Shot. If you don't know, I love dragons. Dragons are my favorite. I don't care what anyone says. They are the best. So, and on all my classes, you will actually see that I will somehow incorporate dragons into at least a small part of it. So, where was I? Oh, yes. Dragon Shot. I love dragons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already said that I put them in almost every class, or at least a hint of them, because dragons are awesome. Now, what is Dragon Shot? Basically, at 10th level, your built-up anger and hate has taken form into a ball of energy. You can use your action and 8 hate points to make a range attack with the normal range of 90, max range of 120. Against a creature. On a hit, it deals 8d8 force damage. The feature deals double damage to buildings. So you can destroy buildings pretty easily because dragons are siege monsters. Even though they aren't, they should be. At 14th level, the d8 turns into a d10. Now this is unupgradable because it already has a pretty good upgrade. It does double damage to buildings and structures and everything, which is pretty good, and it turns into a d10 at 14th level, which is pretty decent. And you're basically gonna be able to destroy freaking walls and stuff because Dragon Shot. Moving on, 13th level, Overlord Strength. You tap into the root of your hate and can now wield two-handed weapons with one hand and oversized weapons with 2 hands. Because why not? Because this might be broken. I wouldn't say broken. I have seen some classes where they do this, but never at this level. I chose this level because this is a blank level at first. Everything else you get upgrades and stuff. So yeah. Overlord Strength. So yeah, and you also have your Strength and Charisma score also get increased by 2, and the maximum for those scores are now 22. Pretty strong. Also seen that given to the Barbarian, but never at 13th level. They had higher levels. But I'm all like, can I get away with this? Probably not. But I'm going to try. And my battery power is running very low. Moving on. Dominion over the strong. So we have Dominion over the weak. Now here's Dominion over the strong. And this is absolutely cool. At 17th level, your path of domination has led you to have mighty creatures under your control. As an action of 5 hate points, you touch a creature to CR is no higher than your hit dice, not half your hit dice, which is 12, and half your charisma modifier. The creature must make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for 24 hours, after which can repeat the saving throw. Creatures with CR of 5 of lower have disadvantage on the roll. And you can only have 2 creatures under your control while using this feature. And you deal 2d6 additional damage to a creature with a d6 hit die or lower. Mainly wizards. Because wizards are pests. They are the cockroaches of D&D. Scratch that. It's the Rangers. Why? It's the Rangers. Maybe in the Warlocks. Anyway, yeah. So 12 plus what? So, yeah, 12 plus 3 now, since your max is now 22. 12 plus 3, 12, 13, 14, 15. So see anything with CR 15 under your control for 24 hours, I might add. Pretty cool. Then there's Overlord Supreme. This feature's broken. It's broken. It's absolutely broken. You hate when someone uses magic against you. So your hate has made you almost invulnerable to magic. Because hate is strong. Hate is the ruler of everything. At 11th level, you're resistant to magic effects done by spellcasters, wizards, sorcerers, warlocks, and the like, and have advantage on saving throws against them. But this goes both ways. Healing spells have no effect on you. For example, say you were hit with a fireball, and you not only do you have advantage on the saving throw to take half the damage, you also already take half damage. So, and then you can combine that with the You're Too Weak feature, basically coming in evasion move that the rogue gets, and the monk, even though they get it at 7th level, but you get it at 18th level because you're broken. The Juggernaut Drive. What can I say about it? It's really cool. One of your strongest features. This is the strongest feature you have. If you are a fan of the High School DxD, the anime, this is the Juggernaut Drive. This is Issei Hyoto in his incomplete form. He has wings, but he never actually flies with them, so I didn't give it a fly speed, as I'll mention a little bit later. But this is the extent of your power. And shout out to Fu Reiji at DeviantArt from basically. This was his, I guess. I don't know. I found it on DeviantArt, whatever that word is, and I saw that he was with it, so I gave credit to him because he's the one that posted it. So don't get mad at me, get mad at him or her. Anyway, Juggernaut Drive. All right, so this is the chant. Everything you see in italics, I guess. This is the chant. I, who is about to awaken, and the infinite dragon who has stolen the principles of domination from the gods. I mock at your power and long for the dream. I shall become the overlord who masters the path of domination, and shall drown you in the depths of crimson purgatory, Juggernaut Drive. Now this is the chant. Well, it's similar to what the Juggernaut Drive is in the anime. It's really cool with the whole deep voice and everything, saying Juggernaut Drive. And then you turn into this freaking beast of a person right here. But this chant must be spoken out loud as if it was part of a somatic part of a spell. So if you're muted, so if someone casts silence on you or something, I guess if you're muffled and you can't say anything, you can't use this feature. So yeah. Then it says starting at 20th level, you can use your action at 5 hit points. You're probably wondering, why 5 hit points? Well, there's a huge downside to this ability, so let's just go on with it. You can use your action at 5 hit points to gain the abilities below. Also, at the start of your turn, you take 20 hit points of psychic damage and must attack the closest creature next to you. Because you're angry. You also can't use any other Dominion Overlord features, so only features you get are the ones below. If you wish to exit this form early, you must make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw against you, so you have to use your own DC. So the DC all the way up here. Oh, that's a bit too fast. That's a lot too fast. This one, which is 8 plus. That's 8 plus 6 plus another 6. So it's what? Okay, math. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's a DC 20 right now. So you have to roll a DC 20 Wisdom saving throw, or you cannot exit this form. But say if you did, you exit the form except for 1 level of exhaustion. Features with a star can be used when not in the Juggernaut Drive form, but it can only be used once, after which needed to complete a long rest. So you can use it once and then use a long rest in order to use it again. This form, I forgot to put I did put, but I think I deleted it. You can also, wait, not you can also, but the form also exits when you have no more hit points. So if you drop down to 0 hit points, you can no longer use this feature. So yeah, let's just get on to what you do. You go to a huge size. You gain multi-attack, which you can use to make 1 bite, 2 claw, and 1 tail attack as a bonus action. So you get 1 bite, 2 claws, and then for a bonus action, a tail attack. Your bite does 2d10 plus strength and 4d6 force. Your claw does 2d6 strength. Your tail does 2d8 bludge. And you gain Nova Burst. As an action, you can use remaining hit points to deal a ranged attack against one target. If you hit, you deal 1d10 damage for every hit point used. Now, if judging if you did this right, you used 5 hit points to go into this form, right? And then you can use 20 of your hit points to deal 20d10 to one creature. This is similar to the Longinus Smasher in the anime, but different in its own way. Moving along, Overlord Boost. As a bonus action, as he has a little star, so you can use this out of the Juggernaut Drive form, you can use 5 hit points to gain advantage and a +5 on attack and damage rolls for the next minute. So for the next minute, you gain +5 to attack and damage rolls for the next... Yeah, that's just basically it. Power Sap. This is basically, before I move on to Power Sap, Overlord Boost is basically boosted gear. Like, boost! Power Sap is basically Divine Dividing. As a bonus action, you can use 5 hit points to have a creature that you hit have disadvantage and -5 to their attack and damage rolls for the next minute. So if you hit them, you have -5. Does this feature stack? I do not know. But that comes to an end on our Dominion Overlord class. I will do the archetypes in a different video, and I hope you liked it. If you did like it, smash that like button, share it with your friends, and give it a good review. And don't forget to subscribe. And my battery's going to die. So I will see you all again in the next video. Bye!